What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Backrow Boys. I'm glad you guys have come back and tuning in to another episode where we're here to thrill you and give you some nice content. I'm Evie Matthew, and I'm here with my Backrow Boys. We got Chris Matthew. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. What's up?
That's what's up. I'm doing good, man. And I got my other Backrow boy, Mr. Stan Phillip. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Glad to be back.
Glad to be back. We record every week, but it feels like I don't get enough of y'all, or maybe I get too much of y'all. I don't know. Who knows? But
probably the latter.
How's y'all's week? It's pretty freaking hot outside, huh?
Yeah, I walked outside. I got some Chipotle today, and the car wasn't too bad. But then as soon as I walked outside, I parked and went outside. It's like I got a headache. I was like sweating. I looked at the temperature. It was 111 when I was looking at it. I was like, my goodness, like I'm tired of this global warming. And I was talking to my friends, like, I don't think it's ever been this hot before, right? Like in the history of Texas.
It's never been this hot, man. Like,
I don't think so either.
I just feel like, I don't know what's going on, because it's like, if you think about like our past winter, it's like we're hitting like 11, 9, 8 degrees. Now we're at like the total opposite in July. Like 110, like you said, 111 degrees. Like, how does that even make sense? Like, I've never, like, we all grew up together. We went swimming together. We played soccer, football, basketball. I don't think we've ever felt 110 degrees outside ever in the summer. I mean, we're beating records, man.
Dude, it's crazy. So it's so hard to like you can't go outside. You know, like if you get in a car, you're fucking sweating. Like I usually take my dog Jamie out to walk. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, now it's like when we do our usual course, like but halfway she's like dying. She's like, I'm like, damn, dude, you right? Like, but it's because of the heat, you know, like she's just not used to it.
What time do you take her to walk?
Usually, so I used to do like 8 a.m. And then now I try to do like 8:30 p.m. And man, even then she's still like dying. But
I had a patient that had a night shift the other day, and he got off at midnight. And he was telling me, yeah, I got off at midnight. I looked at the weather; it was 99 degrees at midnight. So, and there's no sun or anything. So I was like, how is that hot,
dude? What are we gonna do?
I can't believe it.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, so same situation. I have a dog as well. Shout out to my dog Ziggy. But he was like begging to go for a walk, and like I haven't been taking him because it's just so like darn hot. So finally, like I let him go outside in the front just to go pee and stuff. And literally, he was like what you said about Jamie, like literally huffing and puffing after like 2 seconds of being outside. And my dog can't survive. Like he's not a type of dog that will, like, if you ever throw him out there, he won't survive. Like, oh my god,
it's 101. It's 8 o'clock right now. It's 101 degrees.
Wait, you live in Sunnyvale? What's the feels like thing? What's the feels like thing?
It feels like hell.
It should be at the bottom.
Yeah, it says hell, right?
Feels like 104.
Oh god, Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Man, and that's the thing too. Like, I was even looking at like our electricity bill. Like, we're paying double than what we were paying before. I'm just like, what the heck? Everything's just going up. Like the heat's going up, inflation's going up, electricity bills, gas prices. Like, what's going on with this world, guys?
Yeah.
So actually, I took a look at there was like an inflation like chart based on like past years, and usual inflation is like 2 or 3% every year. And it's been like that for a while. This year it was crazy with the difference between it. Like the end of last year and the beginning of this year was like 8 to 9%. So I was like, man, it's crazy. Back in the day. So the most crazy thing is, back in the day we had a dollar menu at McDonald's. I don't think that's a thing anymore. Yeah, I remember getting like McDoubles and the McChickens for $1. There's no dollar menu anymore. They all started like $1.50, $1.99 at the bare minimum. The one thing that didn't increase in price, and they said they're never going to increase in price, it's the Arizona iced teas. So like, it says 99 cents on the bottle or the can. And the CEO's like, no, we're not going to increase price no matter inflation or whatever. So I don't know how they do it, but it's possible.
Hey, good for them. Well, I also believe in like that, like when a company stays loyal to their customers, I always believe the customers will stay loyal to them, because that's, good for them. I didn't even know about the Arizona tea was still 99 cents, but hey, if they can swing it, good for them. And it helps us, it helps them. I haven't had an Arizona tea in 10 years. So
yeah.
Sorry to the Arizona tea people. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time I had Arizona tea.
Remember that mango flavor?
But
that was like
that one was pretty good.
Dude, so good.
I
forgot about that.
Yeah, but I was looking at inflation, or I saw when I was scrolling through Twitter, I saw something about how like eggs went up. I excuse me, I don't remember the percentage, but it was something high. It was like 30%, 50%, just the price of eggs. And I was like, that's crazy.
You know, it's funny because like with you talk about eggs, we can talk about milk, bread, like all the simple, in a sense, necessities of this life or whatever. It's just everything's going up. And like it's funny because I was watching Jimmy Fallon's, like I try to watch his monologue that he does the night before the next morning. And so I was like listening, and he was just making a joke about like, guys, we're at, gas prices have went down like 29 cents. We're only at $4 a gallon. And everyone's like, yeah. And then his next joke was like, guys, gas really high. We're at $4 a gallon. And I'm like, so it's funny because we're happy about these little things that technically shouldn't make sense. Like, I mean, it's funny, even I got happy when I saw $3.98 in where I live. And I'm just like, wait, I'm happy, but and why am I happy about this? It's still really expensive to like fill like our little cars up and stuff like that.
You know what that is?
Yeah, it's
that's
like when you see like
technique.
$50, $60.
Yeah, 50, exactly. So you're saying a sales technique?
No, yeah, I was saying it's similar to a sales technique. So I don't know if for the viewers, or I don't know if you guys even knew. So when I was at UT, I worked at a call center. So I was kind of one of those people that would call and ask the alumni for donations. So y'all probably hated me. I'm sure y'all get that still, right?
Yeah.
But what they taught us
I hate those people.
Yeah, there was a term. It's like you ask for like an outrageous amount of money first. Like, hey, can you donate $1,000 to the company or like the school? We'd really appreciate it. And people are like, fuck no, like $1,000. And they're like, okay, we understand that's a lot. What about $500? Like, no, that's so a lot. Okay, so what about $200? And then eventually they'll be like, okay, $200 is not $1,000, but that's still $200, right? So when you ask for such a big difference, or when you start with like a crazy amount and then ask for like still a high amount, they're more like likely to give it to you. Same with the gas, right? Oh, it's like $4.50 before, but now that it's $4, we're all happy about it, but that's still high, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So we want to talk to the fans about possibly donating to this channel. So if you'd like to donate $1,000, like please go ahead and Venmo any one of us. If you think that's too high, just go ahead and send us $10.
And Stan will give you a call though, so don't worry, he'll help you through the process.
Yeah, I'm a cold call every single one.
Yeah, cold call.
You'd be surprised how like good that works. Like it worked like crazy. Like, hey, I'll then do like if everyone just gave $1, if 100 people give $1, it's $100, or somebody gives $100. But when I ask for like just a couple, like $10, they're more likely to give $10. And if a lot of people give $10, then it does add up, right? So every little bit does make a difference.
Yeah, I was gonna say when those people call, like they try to act like they really give a crap about your life. Like I remember the girl that called me. She was like, "Yeah, so what are you doing now? Like, what's going on?" And we had like a 5-10 minute conversation, and I'm like waiting for it to get off of it, and then she finally throws in the like, so yeah, since you're an alumni and like looks like UNT's really helped you. And I was like, no, bitch, I'm not giving you. Like, y'all took so much money from me. It's like, you didn't give me $5.
Yeah, when they ask you those questions, like, how's your life? What's new? Like, I always wonder if they're just on their cell phone, just like saying it like repeatedly, where it's just like, oh, hey, let me just ask this guy how he's doing. I don't really care about his life, but it's just kind of annoying when I get those calls too. I'm just like, you don't even care about me, but let me just tell you how it's going. So
it's actually surprising. So like I would be calling for like a certain school. Like so I went to the College of Natural Sciences. I was like, hey, I say you graduated College of Natural Sciences. Do you want to donate like $200? Or I was like, $100 for the College of Natural Sciences. It's like, no, I'm okay, but actually I want to renew my $5,000 donation to the athletics program. I was like, what? Like that's crazy. Like it's crazy how much like people care about athletics and boosters and stuff like that. Especially I went to UT Austin, so our boosters are crazy. They put in so much money for the athletics and things like that. So
and that's a pretty cool thing to say that you went to UT, that you lived that school spirit where like, okay, let's put those fingers down. It's all about OU, baby. So, oh yeah, hey, another OU.
Boomer.
Boomer.
I was like, does he know it?
Well, I'll tell you a funny story in a second about that. But no, back to what I was saying. Like, it's so easy to get money for certain schools like that, for like the athletics and like to update this and that. Dude, Chris and I went to UNT, University of North Texas.
Call.
Oh yeah, damn, I guess we all went there.
Tams, remember?
Yeah, oh, that's right. No, but that's another thing. It's just like those schools, like, I'm not saying there's no money coming into it. I'm sure people are doing, I mean, they're doing, I haven't been on that campus so long, but like, like we never had school spirit. Like I literally had school spirit my senior year when I found out that the basketball games were free. So I started going to most of those basketball games just because I can get a front row seat, and free popcorn and free sodas and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, why haven't I been doing this more often? So So those are things I missed out, and I wish I went to a bigger school for that reason. But I did want to say a story.
I feel the same way. I mean, did y'all see the thing about Texas Tech with them giving like $200 million, or I think it was like a $200 million donation, and 25,000 goes to like each player or something? Did y'all see that?
So actually, one of my patients just told me about
team?
that. Yeah, one of my patients just told me, because I saw he went to Tech, and he was telling me like, yeah, they're getting more recruits now because every player gets $25,000. So they're kind of paying. It's because the NIL, that new thing that just came out with the player likeness.
Dude, that's insane. Like freshmen are getting 25,000.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Do they need more people on their team?
Yeah, every player, I think.
Yeah, they're looking for a good long snapper. I think you got it right.
A long snapper? I don't want to be a long snapper.
I think you pull it off.
Huh?
I think you can pull it off, I said.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I don't want to be a long snapper, but if I have to for 25K, I'll do it. Sure, why not?
Man, but yeah, the price of everything are going up. Even like colleges are like, I don't know what the tuition is like now, but it's like one semester initially was, I forgot how much we pay, because I think all across the board public schools were, I think UNT would cost the same amount as UT. I think my tuition when I went there was like what, 4,000 a semester, something like that. I'm sure it's up to like 6,000 or even like 8,000 now. I have no idea. I don't know if y'all know anybody that goes to college or know their tuition.
I don't. I mean, I know people that go to college. I don't know their tuition, but I think you're on the money on that, because everything is just like gone up. Like even when I was going to school, I was like, man, this is like really expensive, like tuition per semester and stuff like that. But now it's like, when you look back on it, I was like, man, I went to school for pretty cheap. Like that's kind of a good situation to be in or whatever. Because I always tell kids today, like, hey, if you have a full ride, I know it sucks. Like, if you have a full ride to UTD or you have to pay your way through UT, I always tell people, hey, take the scholarship and run with it. Because I know like you might lose the college experience and stuff like that. But like I'm like, now when I think about it at my age today, I'm just like, man, like I would rather never have been in student debt or anything like that. Like I would just, if I got my school paid for like 100%, I think that's like more beneficial in the long run. Because I mean, look at today, like every kid that's coming out of college, it doesn't matter what field you're going into, you're coming into with like a huge amount of debt. And it's like, I mean, if you look at our, like, United States of America, we're in so much debt, just student loans alone. And if we can eliminate that, like it would help a lot of people to just get back on their feet initially, because a lot of people's paycheck is going to just student loans alone. So it's kind of sucks for a lot of people.
Yeah, I saw they were trying to pass a bill to try to get the first 2 years like free. I think like community college or something, like they would pay for that. And then like people would only have to pay out of pocket, but I don't know like what the timeline or if that's still like in the talks or not. Well, speaking of inflation, have y'all noticed anything like when y'all go to the stores that it's like crazy elevated compared to what it was before? Or even like restaurants, like the price that you were paying before and the price that you're paying now. Can you tell the difference? I know the big items that we can, like gas and houses and cars, but is there anything else that y'all have noticed?
Dude, I mean, because for us, we shop a lot at like either Kroger or Walmart, but we also do a lot of Costco stuff. And so like we try to buy things in bulk. So like, I feel like after I got married, I started realizing like, because my parents used to complain about, oh, there's food at the house. Why are you buying things outside of the house or whatever, right? And I'm like, I don't want to eat always like what's at the house, right? And so now that I'm married and we have our own like set of bills and we grocery shop and all this stuff, and I was like thinking about, I was like, man, I don't like to go out to eat that much. I'd rather just eat at home, save that money, and just not worry about it. Because like, yeah, like little things, like for example, like chicken has gone up in price, like milk has gone up in price, but I don't really do milk anymore. It's more almond milk, but it is what it is. But like everything is like going.
Are you bougie? I see.
I'm not bougie. I wouldn't actually. You know what? I don't mind the term bougie. I think I am a little bit of it. I mean, overall, like I don't know. I feel like almond milk is less in calories and it's good for protein shakes, in my opinion. But I guess you could put milk. You can put skim milk and all that stuff too.
What are you, Chris? Anything you've noticed?
I'm trying to think, because we do a lot of like Walmart pickup or like Kroger pickup now, I guess. But I mean, also I guess like with
you bougie.
Cost. Nah, it's I don't know. It's too lazy to go in the store, I guess. But I mean, some things there is, but I can't think of top of mind like the prices and stuff, but I could definitely tell. I mean, main thing is probably like, yeah, McDonald's, definitely prices have gone up. Some restaurants, the meals are up like $2-3. So that kind of sucks, but
well, another thing I noticed like that's gone up in price is airline tickets. Like
that's a good one.
It's so expensive just to go anywhere.
So
like
stupid.
But the funny thing is, I don't know if this is a rag on New Orleans, but some reason New Orleans prices are still like $70 round trip. I don't know how it's always so cheap to go to New Orleans, but it's
they're probably like, please come here. We need the tourists.
Please come.
Oh, that's true. They probably do like make it mostly because they're tourists, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
I bet the heat there is probably a lot worse because apparently New Orleans is very, very humid, like super humid, like probably more humid than Houston actually.
Damn, bro. Wow.
The thing that I noticed going up in price is actually haircuts. I don't know if y'all have noticed that or not, because it's gone up like $10-15. I was like, for the same exact thing, but I still keep going because like everyone's going up in price, not just my barber. Like,
wait, yours went up 10-15?
Yeah, I was paying 25 before, and I'm paying 35, which is not bad.
That one guy that we used to go to when we were younger.
Yeah,
yeah, the guy you introduced us to, I think.
Yes, yeah. So he was paying 20 initially, and then he went to 25. But he does my hair and beard, right? So 25. I was paying 25 for a long time, and then recently, I think during the pandemic, he increased it to 35. I was like, man, that's a big jump. But then everyone else is like, I hear my friends are paying like 40, 45, sometimes 50 with tip. So I was like, I guess I'm going to my guy's okay. So
I'm paying $50 and I barely have any hair. So,
dang.
Yeah, I pay a couple of hairs off the side. So.
Man, it takes like 5 minutes. No, I pay $30.
That's $50.
No, I paid $30 for my guy, but the dude I used to go to charges $50 now. I'm like, man, I can't do that. $50 is too much for a haircut, especially like look at my hair. Like I got a haircut like 9 days ago, and it's already like fully grown back. So it's like, if I had to pay $50 twice a month, Jesus, like $100.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it just if you add it up for the year on what you spend on haircuts, Netflix, what is it, like your monthly bills, your grocery, like, dude, it's crazy how much money we spend in a year. Like, the crazy thing is like, I wouldn't say in a sense like nobody like we can be honest, like none of us are millionaires in this group, right? So like, but if you think about like how much money we spend in a year on different like things or whatever, like we're pretty rich, honestly. Like we're rich, like we can spend like certain things. It's pretty wild to think about like that, I
mean, the fact that we can like I can eat whatever I'm craving, like I have a choice on what I want to eat. Like most people, like if you're rich, like that's kind of how like you have the choice of what you want to eat. It's not like, hey, I have to eat chore or Indian food, or I have to eat a sandwich. It's like I can eat whatever the fuck I want. Like that's the first world privilege, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, my friend. Exactly.
I feel some of it's a necessity though. Like, of course, Netflix and stuff's not a necessity, but I feel like haircuts are a necessity. Like you have to, especially in the line of field you're in, like you have to look professional. And I think that's like the cost of working too, right? So that's kind of how I see that in regards to kind of having to spend that money, because you can't go to work looking like a slob, right?
But Stan, I mean, us coming to BRB recording sessions, like this is a job, and so what's your excuse, huh? What's your excuse? So,
Yeah,
inflation.
what the
inflation,
fuck, dude?
It's too much money.
Oh, now inflation, huh?
Now we talking about inflation. Now nobody's rich.
No, we're all poor.
Now it's expensive.
Hey, so guys, I have a question, and and to the BRB universe, I don't mean to be controversial, I don't mean to be political, but I do have a question that I've always had in my mind. Do you think if Donald Trump was reelected, we'd be in a situation of inflation, gas prices? Like, do you think it'd be this hot outside? What do y'all really think? Honestly, I would love to hear your thoughts.
I think we would. I think it's inevitable. Like just the way, I think what goes up must come down, and kind of the opposite thing too. Like we had a crazy bull run, especially in the stock market. Like the prices were just going up, and you can't go up forever and ever and ever, right? Especially with all the stimulus packages and everything that we got. Eventually that has to be paid back. So they're kind of increasing inflation and everything to kind of bring it down. But that's why people are kind of holding on to their money, and they're not spending, the money. So that kind of stagnates the economy too.
Yeah, it's true. No one's buying anything. Like that's why when you even look at the stock market, like, things are kind of dropping because no one's buying. People are selling, or like everyone just. You're right. Like Stan, you kind of hit the nail on the head, like right there. So
I'm sure y'all all have savings accounts too. I'm sure y'all have noticed that, hey, the savings rate's kind of going up a little. But that's usually not a good thing, because that means interest rates on everything else is going up too.
Exactly.
Because when the interest rates are low, the government's saying, hey, we want you to spend your money and kind of, do these things because you're not having to pay interest on it. But when the interest rates go up, they want you to kind of keep that money too. So that's why people are saying, hey, like a recession is inevitable. But the big thing is, always keep an emergency fund, so you never know when a bad day is going to happen. You always want to be prepared.
Yep, I definitely agree. What's y'all's emergency fund rule? Is it a certain amount of months, or I like to do at least 6-7 months.
Mine's 6 months worth of expenses.
Yeah, I think that's smart. So just in case.
Yeah, mine's like 3 to 6.
Yeah, it's always good to kind of just on a rainy day or whatever people use phrases, whatever phrase they use, rainy days or sunny days. I guess in our situation it'd be sunny days.
Very sunny days.
And well, I just was curious about your thoughts on the whole Trump Biden thing. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to get political, just curious on y'all's thoughts, because I guess we can never ask that question, right? We never will know.
Just wait till 2024 when he's back in office, you know what I mean?
And honestly, I'm not going to be surprised if he is back in office, to be honest.
See, all we can control is ourselves, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's in that office. They're not paying our bills. This is what mom always tells me. It's like, it doesn't matter who gets elected president. You still got to pay the bills. You still got to go to work.
Hey, quick shout out to Stan's mom. She's 100% right. I guess now,
shout out to Mrs. Phillip.
Yeah, Mrs. Phillip, man.
I'll let her know. She's downstairs. She's probably hearing all this.
She's like wondering why we're doing what we're doing. Like, you still hang out with those boys? I think when we were talking about the whole Biden thing, y'all ever see the stickers of like Biden's pictures?
The gas?
Yeah. I always think
that I did that.
It's like, I did that. And then look, like I said, I'm not trying to get political. I don't really care what party people are with. Do whatever y'all think is best. That's from the BRBs. But I just think that picture's pretty funny. But just even the other day, I was filling up my little Corolla. And
he'll be back, I guess.
He'll be back. See, that's another thing. Inflation just took Chris away. Like, we lost Chris. So
we have to cut costs here. We have to cut costs. So this is what it's doing to us.
Guys, this is what inflation is doing. We got the dang heat's going up. And then we're losing BRB people. We just lost Toby a few weeks ago. Now we're losing Chris. Guys, we got to fix this. We got to come together.
They're still alive. You can't say we lost them, especially in this climate.
Sorry, guys. Let me rephrase that. We didn't lose them. We are having.
They just died from heat exhaustion.
It's a heat exhaustion and an inflation issue. He's tapping into his 3 to 6 months right now. So
I said I'm recording in my closet because we can't even get an actual recording studio.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding. I'm not in my closet.
Well, funny thing, I spent some money on this new chair. Maybe I
probably should return. I think you should return that. Roshni's like, I don't know if you've seen that SNL skit. They're like, honey, I bought a new Lexus. And then she's like, what, that you spent money on a Lexus? You're not working. You lost your job 2 years ago. Like, you made a big purchase without telling me? He's like, I thought you'd like it. It's 0% APR. He's like, APR? Like,
APR?
Yeah, dude, I gotta send it to you. It's hilarious.
Stan, are we the final two that's left of the BRB boys?
Yeah, last man standing, right? So, survival of the fittest right here.
Yeah, hey, and I'm probably the unfittest.
I'm not gonna deny that. No, just kidding, buddy, just kidding.
I'm crying and I'm in tears now.
Well, this is the episode we get unwound. So
yeah, there's no rules on this one. I think we're just chit chatting at this point. So
what are you saying about your Corolla? You said something about it.
Oh no, I was saying how Roshni, my wife, she has.
I know she's your wife. Are you telling the listeners?
I'm telling the universe, man. I'm telling the BRB universe, okay? But no, like, she has this Corolla, and so I honestly like driving it just to kind of save gas, take it to the gym, go hoop, because I'm a hooper. But so I was filling up like the gas for the thing. Dude, I paid $45 to $46 on a Corolla, and before we were paying $19 for a full tank. I'm telling you, it pissed me off. And I was thinking in my head, it's like, this is not even a luxurious car that I'm spending this much money. I wish it was like, honestly, I wish it was a Range Rover, because that would have been, I know that's gonna be like what, $90, $80 a tank or something like that.
So I'm not a car person at all. I don't know if you're a big car person. So do the differences between the gases really matter? Like, is the cleanliness of the gas, or I don't know even what the hell we put in there, right? So the synchrons, or is that a term?
I think that's like a term in our bodies, synchrons. It's when Venom and Spider-Man came together.
Synchron. Isn't that Carnage?
Oh, that's symbiote. Never mind. No, that's actually a great question, because like a lot of people ask me too. It's like, hey, does it really matter? I'm not a car guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a car guy, but what I've learned is like if you open your gas tank, it will say regular gas, premium, or whatever, because a lot of cars that's coming out today, you might be safe with going with premium, especially on a luxury car like a BMW or a any German type of car like Audis. What else? Like I would even say Lexus kind of is on the middle ground of like regular gas and premium, right? Oh snap, Chris is back.
He's back.
My gosh, dude, this connection thing today is bad. Or is it?
Chris,
I think it's better now.
We were just telling the BRB universe how like inflation took you away too.
Yeah, I heard that as I was leaving. I heard y'all say that. I'm back, bitches. I think it's better now.
He's back and he's better than ever.
That's like when like a crazy person makes his like WWE like return after being injured.
Hey, put the John Cena
come on.
Oh yeah,
put the John Cena music in the back. Actually, that's copyright. Never mind.
Yeah, no, what I was so Stan had the question about what's like, how do you know when to put good gas or whatever? And I was just saying like if you open your gas tank, the door, it'll tell you regular or premium. But a lot of cars, like I wouldn't say like a new Toyota Camry would need premium, but it's always better to put better gas in your gas tank, because it helps your engine run better and just flows better when you turn it on and whatnot. But I mean, do you really need premium in a Toyota Camry? No, you don't. But if you can swing it, go for it. But I would recommend, if you're gonna get a Mercedes, BMW, I don't know, whatever fancy car, like a Range Rover, you should be getting premium, or it's not gonna run.
Or Tesla.
Or hey, sir. Gas, sir.
So is it the same with like the oil changes too? So like, you know how there's regular oil, like synthetic oil. Does that really matter too? Because my friend was telling me, like the first like 60 or 80,000 miles, you should use synthetic, and then afterward, it doesn't really matter like which one you use. You don't know much about that?
Well, that's a great question too. And I want, like I said to the BRB universe, I'm not a mechanic. I'm a realtor. But I just want to, I mean, that whole concept. So I think they recommend certain, like, for example, like one of my friends had a Ford Mustang and he had to put synthetic oil on it all the time for it to run smoothly. Like, I think a lot of luxury cars also ask for synthetic. I'm sure if it goes like 15 years, I'm sure you can kind of, kick back and just do a regular oil. But they do say if you are going to switch oils, you got to literally pour the whole thing out. And I think there's another fluid or something you do to fully clean it, then you can put a new oil on it. And that's what they also say about gas too, is like, if you go regular, you should go and if you're trying to switch to premium, you should go all the way to literally when the light comes after E, and literally like you have a mile left to drive to just fully clean out that tank, just to put new gas or whatever. So,
but complicated. I was saying at Walmart, they don't let you, like my car, I used to do like the regular oil, and they won't let me do that anymore, because they're like, hey, your car requires synthetic. So I guess for them, like they don't want to be liable if something happens to it, I guess. So they don't let you do it.
I was saying we need to get like an actual car guy on this podcast, like, because I'm telling you right now, I know nothing about cars. Like my friends I was with him the other day, yeah, he has a Tesla. I was like, what's the upkeep on this? Like, do you have to do an oil change? He's like, no, there's nothing you put oil in. And I don't know, because it doesn't make sense to me, right? Because my mind doesn't work like that. Because I was thinking like you still need something to like lubricate like the wheels or something. I don't know. This is my thought. But then the analogy that he gave me is like, think about like an RC car. You have to do oil changes or gas or anything for that. I was like, no. He's like, it's the same thing, but just like a bigger car.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, and the crazy thing with these electric cars, and I'll be honest, like my next car is going to be 100% electric. It could be a Tesla or like just something, because that's my goal, is to have like I don't really care for gas cars. I'm not like one of these like,
especially now, right? Like it'll be so helpful.
Yeah, 100% would be helpful. Like even going on a road trip, it's just like thinking about like, it's annoying like to spend so much money on gas for what reason.
Oh yeah. And you probably drive a lot too, since you're like a realtor and having to meet with clients and shit.
Yeah. No, it's true, man, because it's like, like that's like one of my biggest expenses, just gas, like just meeting with clients, showing people homes, closing deals like that. But it just, I don't know, it's one that's like Chris, I mean, Chris, you can speak with, your brother-in-law has a Tesla. Shout out to Alvin Andrews.
Alvin Andrews and one.
Yeah, dude, I think we were at his house just chilling, playing cards, having a couple of drinks, and we were I asked him, like, dude, can I drive your Tesla? He goes, yeah, why not? And so I've never driven a Tesla before, and he was like showing us the room in the trunk. I'm sorry, yeah, the trunk. But then he also has a frunk because his front side, there's no engine, right? So he can put like suitcases or groceries or whatever he wants in the front. Stan, I'm just like you, man. I'm just like, man, I'm not used to this. This is wild. Like you can put stuff, like, I don't know. It's one of those things like this. It's like when Steve Jobs came out with the iPhone in 2007, right? Or 2008, whatever, right? It just changed the world. I truly believe in about 20, 25 years, every car brand will come out with an electric option, and we're all going to go electric.
For sure.
Like when we're at season 25 of this show, we're going to be talking about our electric cars. So, yeah.
Dude, yeah.
No, sure. We'll be talking about something else, some other like chemical, like I think the sun's energy will run out by then, and we have to use light or like something different, like some other material. Like, oh, we have our helium run car or oxygen run cars, so we had to blow into it to start it up.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, now what, Ford has one, doesn't, like, I feel like a few car companies are already bringing one out. So
there's
Tesla's
one called
got some competition.
Rivian, I think. Have you heard of that one?
Yep, I've heard
Rivian.
What brand is that? Or is that the brand?
I think that's the brand. Yeah, or like that's the company. It's like RIVIAN or something. Yeah.
Oh, it looks pretty futuristic.
Do you pull it up on Google?
For sure, dude.
Yeah, go and share it. So you show the people. Yeah, but
yeah, man. I was with my friend the other day, and like I was trying to open his car, and I didn't know how to do it. I was like, "What?" Oh, yeah. There's a flat thing. I was like, "What?" I was like poking at it. He's like, "Yeah, everyone struggles trying to open it."
Oh dang, it looks pretty cool actually.
Let's move that up over here. Yeah, it's like pretty futuristic. This one looks like shit. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah,
but that truck looks nice though.
Well, even like Lexus is coming out with Lexus coming out with electric. Ford F-150 has an electric one coming out. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Like all of
the Prius is a hybrid, Ford. Right?
Oh shit, this is cool. I was gonna do that electric.
Like the Prius, isn't that a hybrid car? Like doesn't do gas and electricity, or no?
No, you're right. Hybrid is both. It's electricity and gas. So it tries its best to like go back and forth. But dude, yeah, like that Lexus electric car, I think it looks pretty cool. I like that futuristic look.
Yeah. Now even like Tesla, I remember when I first like found out about it, I thought it was just like a hybrid. When people told me like you don't need to put any gas in it was so hard for me to comprehend that, because I was like, that makes no fucking sense. Like you're fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, let's ask each other this. Like, let's put aside gas. Let's put aside electric. Like, what is y'all's dream car? I know, I think we pretty much established like none of us are car people or into cars that much, but do you guys have like a dream car that you might see around?
I feel like this is why it's like a perfect conversation, because none of us care that much about cars, so it'll be funny.
No, so I say young Stan, man, I was all about, I want to just like show off my car, get the most badass car. So I really wanted the Lambo, right? So just to like, and I think I played a lot of like video games growing up, and all the badass cars were like the Lambos, and it wouldn't just even be a regular Lambo, it would be like the orange Lambo or the green, like, hey, it was kind of like for a show, right? But now I was like, man, I just need something to get me from point A to point B that's comfortable. And realistically, I think mine would probably be a Tesla, right? Because again, now that it has the auto drive feature, you don't even have to drive. Like you can just like sit back, you can do whatever you need to do. It'll take you from point A to point B. I was looking at like videos for road trips for Tesla, and you put the like here to Austin, and it'll tell you exactly, hey, you'll get from this place to this charger with this much gas, like percentage left. And then it'll tell you how long to stay there, and then until your next charger and the next charger. And I watched a video, I don't know if y'all know MKBHD on YouTube, and he actually compared like different electric car models to each other. And I think the UI or like the interface of the Tesla is like so much better than some of these. Like, I think they compared it to the Ford one, and the Ford one took them to like random chargers that just were out of service. But with the Tesla ones, you could kind of like fully rely on that as well. So at the end of the day, I just want a comfy car that's easy to drive, will save me money, things like that. Honestly, I have a Camry right now. I'm happy with it. It gets the job done. It's decent on gas. It'll probably last as long as I need it to, right? I really want to. I could probably drive this for the next 10, 15 years, but I probably want to upgrade in the meantime.
Wait, I'm a big believer. If you like take care of your car, like it's gonna take care of you. Like especially a Toyota Camry, that thing will last for 135 years. So
I mean, that's why
lives longer than Stan.
Yeah, it's gonna live. I'll live Stan.
Probably. I mean, that's why a lot of Indians get like the Toyotas, the Hondas, you know, because they know they're very reliable. Shout out Anwar. You know who you are.
Don't give him my dealer. Shout out.
That's my dealer.
Oh, wait, you bought your car from Anwar?
I did buy it from Anwar, yeah.
Oh, snap.
I think just like every single Indian in Dallas that has a Camry.
Yeah, I have to admit, my RAV4 is from him too. And I think my wife's parents bought cars from him too. So
he's just that guy, man.
So here's I got a funny story about Anwar. So I've always heard about this guy, and he goes to Luna Marthama Church. And so I messaged him. Because Toby was looking for a RAV4 as well. And so, you know, before we bought it, I was like, hey, let's just go meet this guy Anwar. I've never met this guy before. And so when, you know, when we met with him, like, dude, before we walked into the store, like these other salespeople came up to us and I guess they knew that we were Indian. They're like, are you looking for Anwar? I'm like, yeah. He goes, he's over there. And so they got real sad. Whatever. And so
oh god.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Anwar.
Man, how many of them do you have?
we have the shrine. We have the shrine of Anwar.
Oh my god. You got him in 2015. My goodness.
Man, he's gonna get people are gonna come to him because of us.
Yeah. And the crazy thing, so we asked him, hey, we're looking at RAV4s. He goes, I know. And he literally threw us the RAV4 key and Toby caught it and he goes, just take a drive. And we didn't know this guy like that. We weren't like friends from before. We didn't give him our license. He was like, hey, just take a couple rides, do whatever you want. And I was like, wait, you don't even, like, how are you gonna just give us the keys? And so I was blown away by that, right? And then after we talk about pricing and all that stuff, and then we get into his office, dude, he was like the Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan of Toyota because he had like just trophies, gold trophies, like MVPs and awards and championships. I'm like, who is this guy? Like, how is he this famous at doing this? But I'm going to show y'all my dream car. So, Chris or Stan, you didn't mention your dream car, did you?
I would say
Tesla, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tesla. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all my dream. This is my dream car.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is the Lamborghini Urus. I'm probably saying that wrong, but dude, anytime I see this car on the road, I literally go crazy. Like this is the greatest car I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, did it say 440? Like, was that 440K?
I don't know about that.
Man,
this thing is a beast.
That's nice though.
It's
how often do you see it on the road?
Well, I live near Frisco, so like this thing is like here and there, like maybe like once every 3 or 4 months, but it's pretty. I try to keep up with it. I try to, when I'm driving the Corolla, I try to keep up with it. So
that looks like the Batmobile.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so nice, dude. Like it's, let me see if I can like forward a little bit, but yeah, just the back is just clean.
Yeah, 6-minute video.
Oh, sorry. Jesus. Put on that much time, dude. But yeah, this is
wow, that steering wheel.
Yeah, it really looks like the Batmobile.
Oh, it's an SUV too. It's not even like a sedan.
No, it's not a sedan at all. It's
wow.
Yeah, they got touchscreen. They got like, lights and stuff. It's pretty.
Hey, whoever's watching this, if you get 50 subscribers for us, we'll maybe get you that car.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll let you test it. You know how much you think it would cost? You know how some of these places let you, like in Miami, you can pay to like rent an exotic car for a day. Mm-hmm. People make bank doing that. Do you know how much you think that would cost? Like $1,000 just for a day?
I would probably say around like 3,000 to 5,000 just to rent it for a day.
Shit. For a day, really? Oh my god! No way. You think so?
I think so. Well, so a couple of years ago, JJ he came out and he's like, yeah, I don't really do like vacations like that, or I don't really buy luxurious cars. But he said when he, like, for example, goes to Miami or wherever, New York or whatever, he says he rents luxurious cars and spends like $1,000 to $2,000 just to rent the car so he can enjoy it, but he doesn't worry about like, because I think he just drives like trucks and SUVs and stuff, just simple things that any one of us would drive. But when he goes out, he just balls out just for that day or two.
I saw a video of a guy, like, he was driving and then he looked over and like it's a big truck and it's The Rock in it, and The Rock's just driving his truck. He's like, oh my god, and The Rock's like, what's up, man? Like it would be crazy just looking over, and he was just driving a truck and it's The Rock driving. Like, I'll be freaking out.
Freaking Rock. Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's crazy. If The Rock was ever next to me, I'd probably have a panic attack. I'm like,
I would say, I guess thinking about my dream car, I mean, Stan stole mine. It would probably be a Tesla because I don't know, it's just so nice. I like the Tesla Model S the most. I feel like that's the most like sexy car to me. I guess most like family friendly would probably be the Y, but it's like whatever, I guess. I mean, I like it, but the S is just so sexy.
Apparently there's like the Tesla X, and that's like has like multiple screens, the butterfly.
Yeah, that thing is crazy.
I think that starts 114, 115 or something like that.
There's another one. I think it's a Tesla Roadster. Have you heard about that one?
I haven't heard about that one.
Yeah,
I don't think they make them anymore though. But I'd be happy with the Model 3.
Yeah, Model 3 is nice
in their car.
I think that's that's only like 35 or 40. I think maybe it's gone up now.
It's more now. Yeah, it's like probably 50.
Inflation.
Yeah, inflation, dude. Elon got ahead of inflation actually. But I would say it would be Tesla. If not Tesla, I really like trucks now, so I feel like a nice like F-150 or a Tundra, that'd be kind of cool. Just because you feel so like manly in that thing. It's like so big, and like it drives really smooth too for a big car. Like the steering wheel is really nice. Obviously the gas sucks, but
no, but those Tundras look really nice, man. I like it. I like the design. So
yeah, those are nice. And then if not that, like another luxury car I like is the Lexus. I think it's the 550 or no, what is it? I was looking at the ES350. That one's not bad. But I drive a Lancer, so I'm living the dream right now.
There you go, baby.
But
you still have that car? Man, I remember you had that car for a minute.
That car has been through hail damage. That car has been through a missing bumper. The wind mirror on the side is not the new. It's a new one that we installed. The bottom bumper is new. There's like damage inside. There's just two people took a shit on it, like homeless people. Like it's just that car's been through it, dude. But it's still going, man. 135, 136 right now.
Yeah.
136K.
I missed the Mitsubishi Galant that you had once. So.
Man, that thing was beat the fuck up, dude. So I got to get out of the Mitsubishi family. So,
yeah,
you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of when Chris was saying everything was replaced. There's like that parable. It's like you have a ship and like you replace like boards and boards and boards of it. Like, what if you replace like every single board? Is it still the same ship or is it a new ship?
That's true.
Like, that's how I feel about like Chris's car. Like, is it still the same Lancer? Or is it a new Lancer that he's put together with all these?
No, it's beat up. It's still the same car. You'll notice it. It's his character. It keeps going.
That's similar That's similar to my first car. I had my Nissan Sentra, and I rode that thing until it died. Like I remember, I would take it everywhere from like Galveston to Houston to Oklahoma. Like I drove it everywhere, and I just got used to it. The white one, yeah. And then I remember like one time my mom drove it, and then like she tried to turn it on. It was like, I just got used to it, right? And she's like, "How the hell are you driving this?" And then we immediately got a new car after that. It's like, this is not safe. It was not safe to drive. I'll tell you that.
How many miles did you get it to?
Oh my god,
dude, I don't even remember, but like I drove it till it would not work anymore. Like,
oh god,
dang, dude. Hey, rest in peace.
Y'all remember my
rest in peace. White Lightning.
White Lightning.
Ebby had a Ebby Civic. I remember that.
Those are the days, my boy.
Y'all named y'all cars, right?
Yeah, I named my Honda Civic the Bullet. So
mine's a Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi.
Cute.
I remember Toby had a name for his car. Wasn't it like Sally or something? Or like it was like some random girl name.
Yeah, it was some random name like that, Sally or Sandra or something like that. So
fucking Toby.
Man, yeah, everything's going up, man. I mean, even we can also say about the COVID cases, like it's like I heard recently in Dallas County, and then all over the Metroplex, like we're just seeing more cases of COVID. Like, I mean, Stan, are you seeing more patients or with COVID cases?
Yeah, man. Even today, like definitely, I think after July 4th, definitely it's been on the rise. But that's to be expected. I always tell people, once you have those big gatherings, the holidays, those cases slightly go up. I think just today I saw 6 or 8 people test positive for COVID that were my patients. I did a lot of virtual visits, but those numbers are going up. And then I was reading a study today. They're saying actually the signs and symptoms, it's always changing. Like, it's kind of like the flu. So it's always different variants and strains. This new variant, really, it's giving more signs of like just sore throat and hoarse voice than anything else. So it's spreading more, but the thing is, it doesn't seem as like deadly as kind of the original strain. And more people are vaccinated. Hopefully we can get that herd immunity on. But I always tell people, just take precautions. Don't share foods or drinks with other people. Wear your mask when reasonable.
Well, that's your
PSA.
Yeah, that's your PSA from the one and only PA Stan Phillip. So
Science with
Stan.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's just part of life now, right? Like it's just the flu, different. I know. I think we talked about this before we recorded, but just it's so nice, like when you're flying and not having to worry about wearing a mask anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like, I fucking hated that.
Yeah, I hated the mask on the planes. Like, I mean, my thing is like, if they tell me if I have to do it, I'll do it. But am I happy with it? No, but I'll do it. But that's what I'm saying. It's just like you said it perfectly, Chris. Like, we're just living with it, and it's still around, and it's been what 2 years now. It's about to be 2.5 years, I guess. I don't know, but it's just a crazy thing, man. But hey, everyone, be safe out there. Try your best to wear your mask, take all the precautions necessary. Maybe we'll figure this out one day, right, guys?
Yeah. Wash your hands, please.
Yeah, wash your hands.
That's what this means. That's what this means, please.
What do you got? All right, well, like I know a lot of people as the Backrow Boys universe loves our next and last segment. It's the free shout outs. So there you go. So this week we're gonna take turns. If you're new to the channel and you're wondering what is the free shout out, so we pretty much as the Backrow Boys love to shout out some things that we enjoy and we like. There's no affiliation, there's no sponsorship, but we are more than happy to take sponsorship from these companies or things. So I'm going to give it up, and I'm going to start with Mr. Bass Pro Shop himself, Chris Matthew. So what's your free shout out for the week?
Bass Pro. Just kidding. Now, my free shout out, I feel like we talked about it a little bit, but I'll kind of, get into a little bit more. My free shout out is haircuts, man. Like, not the prices of haircuts, but just the feeling after you get a haircut. Like it's just so clean, you're so fresh. Like you're just so excited to once I get a haircut, I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's go hang out. Let's go outside. Like I'm not staying inside, I need to go show this haircut off. So it's like the best feeling when it's like, especially when they give you a nice, like a good finish on the beard and like a nice fade. Obviously I don't have a haircut right now, but yeah, man, I just want to give a shout out to haircuts. Shout out to the barbers. Appreciate y'all keeping us fresh, man. So that's my shout out.
Dude, that's a great one, Chris. Like, hey, when you get a haircut, you feel good, you play good, you do good. I like that, Chris. I like it. All right, well, Stan, what's your free
haircuts for the win? My free shout out, we actually already talked about too. So on the topic of driving, one of the big things when we were younger is we really didn't drive until we were 15, 16. So what is that? Sophomore year, junior year of high school. Mm-hmm. Well, old freshman Stan, he didn't have a car and he wasn't able to kind of drive himself home. So who did drive ourselves home or who did drive us around? It was Chris's brother-in-law, Alvin Andrews. So I want to give a shout out to Alvin Andrews today. Dude, you have to know. Dude, it's crazy. I think when we were freshmen, he was a senior. And I remember he would drop every single person off. Like we would cram into his car. There was like 6 people. And he would just go like one by one to everyone's houses and just drop everyone off after school. So shout out to Alvin Andrews, So I think you'll remember those days.
That's a good one. I think, Stan, that might be the second like actual person we shout out. The first one was mine from like the first time we did this thing. It was Luca. Now we have Alvin Andrews. So hey, shout out, good dude, Alvin Andrews, right?
A lot of famous people.
Hey, don't forget about Anwar, who also got a free shout out.
Oh, Anwar got a free shout out.
Fuck that guy.
This episode.
Just kidding. Hopefully,
you need to pay us, Anwar. If you ever see this, Anwar, you got to give us a little commission.
He might be a fan of this watch.
He's our dedicated fan.
Hey,
love you.
These have been some good shout outs. So people-wise, we've shouted out Luca. We've now shouted out Alvin and Anwar. So I'm going to shout out another person as well, too, as my free shout out of the week. So I think we mentioned this in maybe episode 2 or episode 3, but I have never been a Star Wars type of guy. I've never really got into it. I understand the concept. I know the story, but I kind of did something a little crazy, guys. I started on Disney Plus Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I didn't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna ever do it, but I was like, hey, I'm bored. I got nothing else to watch. Might as well watch it. Dude, from the first episode, it hooked me. I don't know what it was. And I wondered why people got into Star Wars so much, but I understand now. I get it. Like I get the thrill of it. I get the love. It's like I naturally have a love for Marvel and superheroes and all that stuff. Now I understand why people like Star Wars so much. It makes sense. So my shout out is the one and only, the greatest Jedi of all time, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wow, dude. Well, you think he's better than Anakin?
Who?
Darth Vader?
Spoilers.
I haven't watched all of
Spoilers,
it.
Chris.
We spoiled that in episode 2, okay?
I'm kidding. I knew Anakin.
Anakin. Dang, I need to watch it. I didn't know it was that good.
It's pretty.
I watched the first episode. First episode was good. I just never get around to watching the rest of it. But I think Toby was shouting it out one episode. He said, it's like when you're in the dark and like somebody puts a blanket on you. That's what Obi-Wan feels like.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man,
that guy was so weird. Just kidding.
Toby?
Yeah, Toby.
Toby. But no, hey guys. Well, to all the fans out there, to the Backrow Boy universe, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode. I'm with my Backrow Boys, Stan Phillip and Chris Matthew, and signing off. My name's Ebby. I'm your realtor. I'm your friend. I'm here to help you, just like my other boys. We're here to help you. Share this video with your friends and your families. Like, subscribe, and like I said before, share. And hey, you know what? We always love you guys. Be safe out there. Save your money. Put your mask on and do whatever makes you feel safe. You know, there's no political affiliation, nothing here. Trump's not paying us. Biden's not paying us. Okay. But hey, thanks for tuning in. Want to peace out, guys. See you next week.
I did that.